You are a Native American.
I'm a Native.
Because,
I'm a Native
you are
American.
The sun, the earth, the stars, trees, the rock, the water.
You're a great-great-grandmother?
Great-great-grandmother.
Now they bring state jurisdiction here on the reservation. These are sacred dogs, hunkawaka. Sometimes it made me feel worried, but if I look on the bright side, we're following the prophecies.
Why is the flag upside down?
I was 18 years old during the Wounded Knee occupation.
When people become dependent on the government, it weakens them to some degree.
Exactly.
Right?
There is a certain discrimination and racism here among ourselves.
Spirits and everything.
Oh, there's spirits in everything. On this United States of America, we need healing here because we're all suffering the same thing here.
How do you feel about the state of the world now?
And I hope this message get across. My name is Wowita Yuhamani. I'm a Lakota. Aho.
Good morning, guys. Today we're meeting up with a Lakota medicine man and highly respected elder in the community. Going right up here to Pine Ridge Reservation, just a few miles down the road. And he agreed for me to come to his home with a camera. So just so you know, this is very difficult access to get. So we're very fortunate to be getting it. All right, let's do this. Okay, here we are, deep in on the reservation of Pine Ridge. And I think this is his house. I hope so. You're a great-great-grandmother?
Great-great-grandmother through marriage with David.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many grandkids?
Altogether, we have 57.
Yeah, that's almost unbelievable. So you're not just a great-grandmother, you're a great-great-grandmother.
Yep.
Perhaps the youngest in best shape on the planet.
Oh, thank you.
I think you win that award.
That's my friend Russell. Russell Means.
This guy's Russell.
And the one you see with the white church behind,
Yeah.
I was probably 17 or 18 years old during the Wounded Knee occupation.
That was what year? 73?
See,
There's a very uplifting feel in your place here inside.
you did.
I feel it, yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you you did that. My name is David Swallow. That's my Christian name. A white man. He calls me David Swallow Jr.
Okay.
But my Lakota name is Wowita Yuhamani.
Wowita Yuhamani.
Yeah, walks with pride.
You grew up without English?
Oh yeah, I grew up without English. Ain't hard to learn.
So at home you speak Lakota.
Oh yeah, I speak my original language.
What percentage of the tribe is doing that now, speaking Lakota?
The people, very little, very small, very little.
How does that make you feel?
Well, sometimes it made me feel worried. But if I look on the bright side, we're following the prophecies. My grandpa said to me when I was a child, he said, one day these grandchildren, this playing right here, they're all gonna be turned to washitus. I stood up and I said, Grandpa, how can I be a washitu? My skin is, no, not that. Grandson, not that one. Up here.
You call whites washitus?
Oh yeah. Bacon getters, washi.
What getters?
Bacon getters, fat getters.
So the washitus have gotten into the mines?
Oh, it started from the black robe, the churches,
Oh, yeah.
missionaries. I don't know who they are. I don't know the white man God.
What is your spirituality? Can you explain it a little bit?
The sun, the earth, the stars, trees, the rock, the water, buffalo, eagle, wolf, bear.
Spirits and everything.
Oh, there's spirits in everything. Now look at them. Look at them. Who are those black robe people that's raping children? And they said they represent God?
So
I don't think so.
So would it be fair to say it's a big institution, there are going to be malevolent people, bad people in it, and people with good intentions too? No?
No institution is good for no human being.
Okay.
Institution in the bottom is controlled by corporations. And corporations are controlled by greedy people. They don't have no intentions of being a human or respect any human race. They just want one thing, and that's all, control.
So how do you feel about the state of the world now, in 2022?
I feel sorry for the state of the world because all these corporations are running the way things are, and they have trillions and billions of dollars because they made it. But still, they want more and more. It's like a big hole in the center of their heart that was out no end. You cannot pray, so says Dr. Fauci and his colleagues and whoever. Antichrist, they call it. And that's what it is. See? Churches cannot pray, but I think it did some good because it gives all these non-denomination churches and not other denominations, they give them the will to stood up and really pray to their real gods. See? And here in the tribe, this tribal council, Oglala Sioux Tribal Council, that's what they named themselves. They told us not to have none of our religion, our sun dance, our sweat, but I didn't listen to them. I still went ahead and did it. It's nice out here. Now the horses are in here, in my yard. Shunkawaka. These are sacred dogs, Shunkawaka.
Sacred dogs?
Yeah.
Are the horses?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Very gentle horses.
It's beautiful country out here.
It is. And my Sundance place.
Over there?
Yeah.
So you're saying the institutions, which are basically backed by the corporations, is the poison, let's say, controlling society?
Yep. But they cannot control. They will try. But it won't happen. Because my orders are come from the superior powers. Ochete Shakoi Council is not made by man. It was made by spirit. That was before Oglala Sioux Tribal Council, Bureau of Indian Affairs, United States of America. It was before the Britain invasion. It was way before any foreign government here. And it's too powerful for anything, any of these entities. That's why they put us on this reservation. And there's few kind of people here on this reservation. There is a certain discrimination and racism here among ourselves.
How so?
Some that work for the entity, the tribal council, and some work for the Bureau of Indian Affairs.
They look down on you?
Yep, they look down on us.
Why? Because they have the money or what?
Yes, exactly. They have the money and they have a place to work and they become like the Washichu.
Okay.
So they forget their relatives, they forget their people, they forget their virtues. And most of all, they know how to lie.
Is it because they're comfortable now? They have material
They
things?
are comfortable. They got good cars, good trucks, good homes, good life insurance, better education for their children. They used us, Lakota people, the purebloods. We are the purebloods. A tribal council, they shouldn't use the name tribal council because they are an unincorporated corporation of 1934 act of Senator Howard and Senator Wheeler. See? So that's not ours.
What's going on with the land now on the reservation?
This land don't belong to nobody. among our cultural ways. But when the Bureau of Affairs came, they have a trust fund, and they put it here. That person has 360 acres, that one has 360 acres, that one has 360, that's yours. And whatever left over, give it to the settlers. Now they bring state jurisdiction here on the reservation.
South Dakota jurisdiction here?
Yep,
How so?
Well, couple weeks back, the tribal council went and signed an agreement with the Pennington County to open. I believe I was told, if I'm misinformed or not, but I was told it's called a Public Law 280, which gives the state jurisdiction over civil and criminal laws on Indian land.
Okay.
See?
Before it was done by Indian police, your own internal
Yeah,
police.
But
Okay.
now the state is here, and the state of South Dakota is really a highly racial towards my people. See?
At a government level or how?
Both, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, You go into the business, your skin is dark, they watch over you, security watch over you. And you know why the state of South Dakota are prejudiced? Because they got the guilty conscience, and they're guilty of taking our land without the proper agreement from our ancestors or from me.
But what do you say to someone like me? I was born in 1977. My family came from Italy. They never came out here. I don't feel connected to any of that, though I'm white, right? I'm white. I can look at the atrocities of the past. I can sympathize. I can see all the wrongdoings. But right now, I don't feel guilt because I didn't take any part of it, and I wouldn't take any part of it.
That's good for you.
So,
We could coexist.
right.
But if you start on my own home, if I go to your home and start telling you and treating you mean and disrespectful, how are you going to feel?
Of course, then that's a different story.
Yeah, see? I think a week ago, the tribal council has signed a resolution in order, and they said they will seize anybody that's owned under 2.5 acres without notifying the people or the owner.
Okay, explain that again. They can just seize it?
They call that, I call it the eminent domain.
Okay.
That's happening here.
For what, though?
Yeah.
There are no new roads being built.
No,
So what's
It's going to be.
There are going to be new roads
Oh,
here?
they're going to be new roads. And look at where the Wounded Knee Massacre is. See? They're going to build a memorial park, and who's going to get the money? Huh?
Who?
Oglala Sioux Tribal Council, IRA. Indian Reorganization Act. See? They're getting the money. And parts of it, the Bureau of Indian Affairs is going to get it. See?
Here's something I've been struggling with out on different reservations is when people become dependent on the government, right? It weakens them to some degree.
Exactly.
Right?
Like here's a spoon. Eat and when
Eat the
then-
applesauce, Johnny.
Yeah, and they take that spoon away, and then what do you do?
Right. So how do you change that?
How do we change
That seems
that?
like the big problem.
How do we change that? Is we want them to honor the Ocheti Shakoi government.
Yeah, but I'm just saying a lot of people now, say younger people,
Look. They bombed the hell out of in Japan, Hiroshima,
Yep.
Yokohama, atomic bomb. And what they do, when they come to this land here, they give them everything, and they train them, they help them restore their government, they help them do everything. Now on this land, we have a government with America, and he can do nothing for us that he wrote in that treaty. See? He could have helped us restore, like how he restored other people come from other country, you know. And he could have give us some. My people are educated now in a white man way, so he could have bring us a good clothing store, a good university, a good hospital, a good everything, the top one, because we're from here. But he'd rather see us people like me die because I won't be talking this way, and he'd rather see that way they could say, there's no more, you are just an Indian. And I'm not an Indian, I'm not a Native American, I'm a Lakota.
Okay, that's
You are a Native American.
I'm a native.
Because,
I'm a Native
you
American.
you were born here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes
So
you
I'm a Native American.
Yeah,
Okay, and you're a Lakota.
a Lakota.
You would never call yourself an Indian,
Nope.
a Native American?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So the key to all of this is people should know your tribe and call you accordingly.
The key to this thing is people should know the truth. See, they should know the truth. Indigenous is probably close, but they should know the truth. People like you, record this and show it to everybody so they will know the exact truth. They should have the real truth teach in these universities, in these schools and everything,
So when they teach in universities to refer to you as Native American, that's not the truth. You're
No,
saying?
that's not the truth. That's not. They
Doesn't make you
themselves
happy.
are the Native Americans.
Okay, it's getting confusing.
And then
yeah.
I am from the indigenous nation of the Lakota Nation. See?
Okay.
See?
Thanks for clearing that up. Because there's a lot of confusion with that.
Exactly. And every university they had me speak, I speak about this. These are young adults and they should learn and carry it on. Among the problems of COVID, and before that it was tuberculosis, and before that it was a blanket-infested smallpox, and now we have another disease called alcohol. It's illegal for an Lakota to be drinking alcohol, and the government knows that. That's part of the treaty agreement. But during the World War I and World War II and Korean and all the way to Vietnam up till today, a lot of the native boys and women joined the military. When they said, I'm a serviceman and I drink beer, why they go to the bar and why can't you serve me here? So the Congress said, they're Native Americans, serve them. Oh, so that's where that came from. And now it got out of control. The tribal council or the BIA just sitting there and let it happen. If I could control my own people with my own followers here, then we could control this alcohol situation. Because it's a disease and they don't belong in the jail. Give me some money, give me some chance, give me here so I could try to help my people from recover alcohol and liquor and drugs and sexual abuse and
But how do you
everything.
get, my father was an alcoholic, he quit alcohol only when he decided to do it.
Oh yeah, you Italians, you know how to control it. The Lakotas don't know how to control it.
No, but he only quit when he wanted. Nothing.
Yeah.
No one's saying anything's going to do anything.
But not
Lakota's
these,
different?
Not these people ain't like that. Some could you have a table wine and that's it. They go home, and some could, but not any. Let me speak for all indigenous people, even the Crow people. All indigenous people, they don't know how to use the white man beverages of alcohol. They're gonna kill themselves or kill someone or get in trouble. They're gonna ruin their families. We never, ever, throughout the histories of 1,000 years, we don't never taste no alcohol.
So you just have to take it out of their hands?
You have to take it out of their hands and you have to remind them what root they come from.
Why is the flag upside down?
Distress.
Distress.
Yeah, this is distress.
What's it say on it?
American Indian movement. All Lakota were on distress because the government don't want to listen. In wars, when enemy overruns it, it's distress, and they hang the flag upside down. So it's not an Indian thing, it's American telling the Americans that we are in distress of poverty, drugs, alcohol, abuse, everything that is right here that's running the problem, especially right here. All these drugs are happening while we worry about immigrations and why we worry about these things, They brought the, what do you call it, methamphetamine now. When people get that methamphetamine, they lose their teeth and skin, everything, and they look like a zombie.
There's a lot right now.
A lot of it.
Fentanyl too.
Fentanyl. Anybody gets it, paralyzed or die. See? Not only this reservation, but all other reservations. And
All over the U.S.
all over,
right now.
it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening. If America is so powerful and so right and so rich, he could have handled these problems here with the billions of dollars where he sent it to. I'm sorry Ukraine has a war. I'm sorry. But America should take care of its own people here before he could take care of any other one over there. We need healing here.
Yeah.
We need healing here on this United States of America, with the Turtle Island. We need healing here. And if we're going to live together here, we have to have a better communication and better coexistence, and put the racial things aside, put it away, and we could all begin to heal, because we're all suffering the same thing here, like that. See?
Yeah, and you'd think after these last few years, if we were in a system that really cared about the population, we'd be working on health, psychological health, physical health, right?
Yes.
To be better off as a people.
We'll be better off that way. We'll be better off. We got a lot of smart people, even Indian people. We have a lot of them that graduated. Well, they have master's degrees and whatever, PhDs, and they have all that. And I'm pretty sure we could combine with the nature medicine and Western medicine together, and we could cure a lot of these things here.
Yeah.
See? Instead, as this corporation says, that all the insurance corporation and all the corporation here, they want to make money off of us, and they make it so hard for us to do anything. See, and we're letting it happen because we just keep quiet and follow instructions.
Well, you're not. I got a video of you right
I know,
now.
but that's only me. How about the others, huh? People is the power. The real power is the people.
Yeah.
And the people has to stand up, you know. And if we have all the people here, if we stand up for one way and one thing, then we will all receive good life, and we will all survive.
So we need leadership.
Yeah. We need leaders, good leaders.
Are you a leader here, David?
I'm not a leader.
You're not?
I'm a spokesperson.
Could be considered a leader.
It could be considered if they want to.
They want to listen.
If they want to listen, yes. But if they don't want to listen, no. I'm only speaking for the Lakota and the Nakota nations, and as well as other indigenous people and other people that wants to live right and not to be treated wrong.
What can we learn from you, from your people?
First of all, start from reconnecting back to the earth.
Okay.
We all need our mother. See? Without the mother, there is no life.
Yeah.
And that's just, we need to do that. We need to stop the drilling of the oil, and whatever, however we extracted her from. If we make her sick, well, all mankind are in trouble. Not only mankind, but everything that walks on this earth here.
Yeah.
All four-leggeds, all the wingeds, anything, all the crawlies and the smallest of the small, everything is going to be in trouble. So we need to learn to protect her. You cannot learn all the things I'm telling you in just a few minutes. You can't.
Of course.
It's going to take years.
Months of stories. Years.
But now I said this much here today.
Okay.
And I hope this message get across. I hope these things that will affect whoever's watching this here. My name is Wowita Yuhamani. I'm a Lakota. Aho.
Very interesting conversation with David Swallow Jr. And I just want to mention, getting this content is extremely difficult behind the scenes. I want to put a big shout out there to my assistant, Kymberly, my wife, Natalia. These two really help to make these things happen. And also, David Swallow Jr., thank you for going on camera with me and giving me your trust. I understand the historical context, and most white people coming in to reservations, there's been a lot of issues in the past and a lot of mistrust formed over the years. And you gave me your trust for me to come in with my camera. Not an easy thing to do, I get it. And because things can be edited anyway, guys. I mean, I could make the best story, I could make the worst story. Really, the power of the creator is unbelievable. So always keep a close eye on that, how a story is presented and how it's cut, because really, you can make things look sort of how you want them to look. hopefully that was insightful. I never know, especially with this native series, what I'm getting into or how it's gonna work, to be honest. David had a short window of time and it was interesting. He's like, go to the town and ask around. They know where I live. And so I was told yesterday also, you know, those are native directions. You know, go past the 2 dead animals, take a left, and you'll get there type thing. So it's really interesting out here. And it's like a whole different country. And what I've realized also, from Flathead to the Crow to now Lakota, they really do look at themselves as different nations. And that's one of the big points that's going to come through in this series, is how different all the tribes really are. All right, guys, got a lot more coming, going all the way down to Arizona in the next few days. Hopi and Dene, which Navajo Dene, I'm not even sure what they like to be called, but we'll learn. Most people know Navajo Nation. All right, thanks for coming along. Until the next one.